Hello and welcome back to Selmo Diecast. My name is Ron. Well, today we are going to build us a little custom 1989 Matchbox Oldsmobile Aerotech. This is a fun little car. It's a little play worn, not too terrible. It actually is modeled after an actual car. And it's kind of cool because the rear motor hatch opens, if I can open it. Doesn't open much, but it opens a little. And it's just a very futuristic, I believe it was a dream car or a concept car. And I just don't like the paint. So the glass is a little bit worn, so we'll have to polish that. Still on the fence about the wheels. I don't hate them. They kind of fit the tone of the car. But, we're going to tear this down and see what we can do with it. There's a little play wear on it. So, anyway, let's get it blown apart, see what the pieces and parts look like, and get this little build going. Everybody, please stay tuned. Well, we have our little Oldsmobile Aerotech all blown apart, such as it is. This is probably the more simplistic of one of the more modern castings I've seen. The body is actually two-piece, but I played around thinking maybe I could get that apart, and I talked myself out of it pretty quick. So it's going to stay one piece. We will do our best to get all of that cleaned up in there and shined up and detail what we can. It's got a really detailed engine in it, so anyway, two posts. Both of them have been drilled and tapped with 256 screws. Our glass, as I said earlier, is a little worn, but I think that'll polish up pretty well. And the base is bare bones. The only way there is no detail to it, but it should be aerodynamic. And it has the suspension, little metal strip, spring steel strip in there, which made taking the wheels out very easy, but sometimes makes it complicated to get them back in. And still on the fence about the wheels, but let's go ahead and get the casting in the stripper, and we will clean up the glass and the base, decide what we're going to do on the wheels, and get this little build going. Everybody, please stay tuned. All right, before we get to the reveal, let's take a quick look back at our 1989 Matchbox Oldsmobile Aerotech. Let's go ahead and get to the reveal, and we will see exactly how this little dream car, concept car came out. Everybody please stay tuned. Well, all right, we've got our little Olds 1989 Aerotech all completed. Now, the Aerotech was made between the years of 1987 and 1992. And it incorporated the Olds Quad Four engine, which had an inline four-cylinder, incorporating 4 valves per cylinder and dual overhead camshafts. Which was pretty innovative, using a 4-cylinder engine in this way at that time. It was supposed to be very highly fuel efficient and powerful, and I believe it generated a maximum power output of about 150 horsepower and 160 foot-pounds of force or torque in its standard configuration. It really was a pretty powerful engine. This one, I tore it down, and the casting, the Matchbox casting, and the casting was pretty rough. Had a lot of really great casting lines that I had to clean up, but once I had it all filed and sanded and smoothed down, I was going to shoot it in kind of my version of Spectraflame, kind of a candy blue. And then I remembered something that I saw that Xavier over at Diecast Customs, Diecast Show Customs did, and it's what is called his version, and now my version, of Spectrafrost. This was used on a line of Hot Wheels castings, and it's just a frosty. Basically, you take the clear coat or the Spectraflame paint, and then this was painted over the top of that. Rather than a shiny clear coat, it got the Rust-Oleum frosted glass, which I think makes it look really great. So I'd like to say thank you to Xavier for that idea. And the wheels are mainline Hot Wheels. Had to clean up the cockpit glass, and you can just see the interior details that I shared earlier through that glass. It was pretty clean, pretty messed up as far as it needed a little bit of sanding and polishing, but it came clean pretty good. The base is a matte black Krylon. The body, as I said, I shot it with the Krylon stained glass soft blue, and then went over the top of that with the Rust-Oleum frosted glass paint. I think it came out great. And of course, as you saw earlier, did some detailing on the engine compartment. With the base installed, the engine cover, the boot, whatever, it only opens about 1/8 of an inch. It doesn't open very much, but since this is going to be on the shelf, I'm not really too worried about it, but I am very happy with how it came out. Well, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you are not currently a subscriber, I hope you will. And be sure you ring the bell when you subscribe, and you will be notified of any future videos that may be coming from me. And hey, be sure you share with your friends. Well, hope everybody is doing well, staying well, and life is being good to you. I appreciate all of you that watch my videos and are subscribers, or if you're just casually tuned in. But if you are tuned in, go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, and I would appreciate it. Well, thanks again, and I will see you in the next.